Before we head back to the courtroom, let's bring in from Dedham, Massachusetts, Court TV, crime and justice correspondent Matt Johnson is there, was in the courtroom. We could see you there, Matt, behind the defendant in the courtroom. Give us your takeaways from part one of this hearing.
Yeah, we're standing exactly where we stood during the course of the 9-week trial several months ago last year. We are in standing room only for the 10 media members allowed to be in there and witness this. Inside the courtroom today here in Dedham, Massachusetts for this Karen Read retrial major motions hearing, it is both quiet and tense, especially when defense attorney Robert Alessi held up that notebook and he's going over line by line with the Commonwealth statements and those accusations from the first half of what this continuance hearing is all about, where he says the prosecution has misstated and misrepresented the facts. It's a moment we haven't got to, but it's very pivotal and something to watch for. Let's take a listen together.
It says at the top, ARCCA invoice date, July 12, 2024. Of course, by then the trial is over. I can't reveal attorney-client communications, but I can tell you there's one person that was more shocked than most about the invoice coming in and the amount.
Did they pay it?
Yes.
Right now, we are on that 1-hour lunch break. Court will resume at 2 p.m. Eastern time here in Dedham, Massachusetts. All parties have left. I have to tell you before, after that second break, the defense team, along with Karen Read, they huddled in the gallery area along with some of their loved ones before court picked back up. Judge Beverly Cannone, she has signaled that she wants this resolved, all the arguments, by the end of day. She also wants to go over some of the other matters that are outstanding in terms of motions, including the Commonwealth motion for sanctions on the defense that's yet to be argued, and also the defense motion, which is new, to exclude the Commonwealth dog bite expert that they hope to also propose or bring up during the second trial.
In this trial that's supposed to start in just a couple of months, Matt, tell us, I know seeing behind you, we can see that there are people there. We've seen the signs. What side are those people on who were there today? And what was it like inside of the courtroom where you were?
Very loud, a crowd that you can sometimes hear inside the courtroom, because remember, this courtroom is right there, those upper windows. But I'm going to step out, and my photojournalist Paul is going to pan this crowd right now. It's a bit smaller right now because we are on that lunch break. It has been very large today, especially in these cold temperatures. But, you know, it's almost 0 degrees, which is kind of warm, I'm being told by these folks here in Massachusetts. The judge has made it very clear, again, she wants to get through this hearing today. Now, some of the other courtroom color that we noticed today, before the hearing, Hank Brennan actually walked over to Peggy O'Keefe, mother of the victim in all of this, John O'Keefe, and he walked over and asked her how she was doing. She said fine, and he said that he wanted to speak with her after the hearing today. We also saw Attorney Alessi give the Read family members in the gallery a fist bump before this hearing began today at the start of day. And then once we noticed when it began, Karen Read and Alan Jackson, they are just fixated on the judge and her movements. She is cross-referencing the notes being presented by the defense along with the law. She grabbed a couple law books. She's been highlighting them. But here's how the day started with her comments as to the reason why we're here.
Last week, upon hearing of a previously undisclosed relationship, perhaps, between defense counsel and the ARCCA witnesses, I took a recess here. We suspended. I had heard about email communication, detailed communication, memorializing a conversation regarding an engagement letter and a promise of retainer on March 20th and 22nd of last year, roughly 2 months before the ARCCA witnesses testified. There is another email that was 2 days before the trial and 2 days or after the voir dire.
Now, what I can tell you for the Commonwealth, their table, they are frantically taking notes, except for Adam Lally, who has his arms crossed or fingers crossed like this at that table. And then also Hank Brennan, who's seated next to him. He is furiously taking notes, and at times he will look at the judge, and then at other times I notice that he will spin his pen and almost like he's thinking about something, and then grab it quickly and make note of whatever he's thinking about for his counter argument. Again, we expect that counter argument to be in about an hour or so. The defense has signaled that they have about 45 minutes of arguments left, but this judge wants this resolved today.
All right, fascinating. A lot, as Matt said, a lot of tension in that courtroom. Dead silent, but you can feel it. Matt, thank you for bringing it to light for us. Matt will be with us throughout the day.